Yeah, today we have the first interview in English. We're here in the docks with Haezer, and I want to know maybe when you started and how it is to play in South Africa, like this electronic music.
I started making music like ages ago, like 7 years ago. But I did more like electronica, but more trip hop and experimental stuff. I liked just recording samples, and like I also worked on film sets, and I was at film school. So I always like little vocal samples or little sounds and made music out of that. And then finished the album, and then my laptop got stolen. So that's when I started Haezer, which is probably 3.5 years ago. So that's when that started. But in South Africa, the dance scene has always been house music, and trance is massive. I mean, every time there's a trance gig, it's like 4,000–5,000 people every time. But I didn't grow up on that. I grew up on rock and roll and like folk music and punk music and hardcore. And so I came from a very different background, so I wasn't like a rave bunny, you know, with dummy in my mouth and on acid tripping my head off. I was more like going to punk gigs and like afterwards go skateboarding at the high schools, and you know. And then I discovered drum and bass, which for me was like the metal of the electronic world. And got really into just like distorted bass lines, and then it kind of progressed from there, more breakbeat, and then from there like into electro. But
good luck, guys.
When I started making electro, I didn't really know what it was. I kind of just wanted to make music that I like, and I kind of wanted my bass lines to be more like guitars rather than a bass line. And so that's how that came about. I think the highlights, like my first tour, like proper tour, was with G-Tronic in Australia. And I think Sydney is one of probably the coolest cities to play, because like, you can't play hard enough. The kids just want harder and harder. I think if you had a crush effect on the whole night, they wouldn't even notice. They would love it. So that was really cool. And then in Europe, I think the highlights, I always loved playing Capetown autodidacts parties in Stuttgart. And then the Prague gig was amazing, because it was like this, I mean, the club's like the size of this room. Okay, well, I can't see now, but it's like a really, really tiny club. And we got there, and I was like, oh god, I can't believe I'm gonna play here, because it's like these kids dancing tectonic style, and foreigners, like tourists, like looking at them, like, oh, it's so cute, and taking photos, and no one's dancing except like 2 guys. And then as the night progressed, it just got crazier and crazier. And then by the end, like when I started, it was like the energy in the room was ridiculous. It was really one of my favorite gigs. And yeah, I think Germany is really cool for me to play. It's just always a cool response, and it seems like the kids really know my music, so they kind of come and I can play all my own tracks, and it works.
And maybe with who were the best gigs?
So I would say G-Tronic, SuckerPunch, and the Le Petit Pelou gig was probably one of my favorites.
What's your blog called again?
Vorstadtsofa.
Oh god. Okay, no, I can't say that. I can. Yeah. This is Haezer on my commercial music is day tour. Fuck yeah.
It's crazy. Dancing. It's crazy. Electronic music.